So I'm Margaret Berzelius. I'm the Associate Dean of the college.
I'm Michael Bora. I'm in the Department of English.
My name is Sammy Cunningham, and I am class of 2014.
My name is Octavia James Gentles, and I'm the Ada senior.
My name is Julie Maynard, and I'm in the class of 2015.
My name is Liz Henley. I am a senior.
My name is Fulania Guttam, and I'm class of 2015.
I'm Kate Sumner, and I'm class of 2014.
I use Nielsen about 95% of the time, maybe more.
I use Jostens sometimes, but mostly I use Nielsen.
Nielsen, absolutely. I kind of live here.
Nielsen.
I definitely have spent most of my time here in the Alumni Gymnasium and the Sophia Smith Collection and Smith College Archives.
Sometimes I nook around in Hillier, but Nielsen's kind of like my home.
Between Nielsen and I guess Young Science Library. Most recently I've been at Nielsen more often.
Nielsen. I attend the art library a little bit, but mostly Nielsen.
I've been a Smith for a long time by now, but I've always had a love affair with the periodical room. I love going in there and just wandering from magazine to magazine, journal to journal, and pulling down things and half reading this article or that article. And as I say, I don't do it nearly often enough, but if I could spend a couple of hours a week doing it, I'd be a very happy person.
I like the mezzanine in Young Science Library because it's really nice to be like literally surrounded by books and studying at the same time.
In this library in Nielsen, I really like this room in the basement that we're in right now. It has like rolly chairs and some light that comes in from the science squad so I don't fall asleep, and like round tables so friends can come and study with me, or I can spread out all my stuff all over the table.
The Spinelli Center and the third floor with the lighting and the tables, and I could just kind of like spread out on the long tables and just, zone into studying.
Right here is really cozy. There's like good lighting. I'm a big lighting person.
Actually, right down this hallway a little ways, this is actually one of my favorite parts of the library. There's this little service stair that nobody knows about, even though it's right there. I don't know, I just figure everyone walks by it and no one ever uses it because they always use the main stairwell. But it's just this tiny little corridor, and it's really easy access to all the floors, and nobody knows about it, so I like to use the secret little stairway.
I love the building and the beautiful beams up there, and the light is excellent.
I'm very interested in sort of serendipitous encounters in the library. So to me, just going to see what's on the shelf is sometimes very revealing and rewarding.
The libraries for teaching are, for my preparation, are just essential. And first-year seminars especially, I have my students write research papers, and they'll have sessions with the librarian.
I use a lot of the personnel at the circulation desk when I'm doing research, because sometimes you get stuck and you need help for additional sources and information.
So I've worked here over the summer processing a collection, and I've also done some research for a ton of history and swag classes that I've taken at Smith.
For most of my classes, I use the online database for research, but I usually use Nielsen to study alone or with friends.
The fact that I can get a book from a place that isn't in Nielsen is really helpful. So with my research, most of my books would not be from Nielsen. They'd be from other schools. And it's so easy and it just works the same way, and it happens so fast too. I can order it like this morning and get it tomorrow morning.
I remember my first year I had to do a research paper for one of my classes, and I had no idea how to use any of the catalogs or the journals or how to search things, and I went to the reference desk in Nielsen, and the lady that was there, she really helped me go through the Nielsen the website and find all these good sources, and showed me how I can reference them in my paper, and it was really great to be able to talk to someone there, and they can actually step by step help me figure out how to find like good sources for my paper.
Teaching a course on the adventure novel now, and one of the things that characterizes a lot of adventure fiction are lists of things. So I was poking around looking for somebody who's theorized the nature of lists in fiction, and I wasn't having much luck. So I wrote to the reference library, and I said, gee, can you help me? And she immediately came up with 5 things for me to look at.
I've always loved libraries, and there's a part of me that thinks that you know, anything you could possibly want to know must be somewhere in this building.
I've just been astounded by the quality of the collections here and the archives, but also what I really loved about working here is the people and the staff of the archives are excellent and fun.
I like the libraries because I feel like everybody's got the same MO when you're here. Like around campus, it's like, what are you doing? Are you checking your mail? Are you talking to your boyfriend on the phone? What's going on? But at the libraries, everybody's, you know, getting this stuff done.
You know, I've made a lot of friends through working here. Always, you know, I've worked here in the summer, a couple summers, and when you have time to read for pleasure, as you don't during the year. So during that time, I check out our Beer Act section and see, you know, what sort of new releases we have, and I'll read those.
I guess, I mean, they're full of books, and I really like books. I know this sounds super like simple, but it's just a place where I can go and I can like learn new things and be able to like get, yeah.
Books. I mean, you know, the library's incredibly rich, and books are perhaps the lowest level of what a library can do for you. But for me, it's all about reading. It's about the books. It's about what people have thought about and tried to figure out.
The library is your friend. You know, it's one of those things where when you need to find sources, you need help, you need to be able to get through that class. You know, people are there to help you. So use the resources that are available, and I do.
I didn't expect for there to be so many libraries. I only saw Nielsen when I toured, so to find out about the art library and the science library and like the music theater library was really interesting to me.
I found it really interesting actually to have those little TV rooms where you can take out movies and watch them. I didn't think that, like, I don't know, I just never thought that was a part of the library. But because for one of my classes I had to watch a movie, and I was like, how am I going to watch a movie in the library? And then I found out they had those little cool little like rooms where they had TV and you could put the VHS in, so that was nice.
So sometimes when we find funny things, like when we're processing a collection, we might make a photocopy of it and then put it up by the photocopier. So there's a whole bunch of like ridiculously sexist, antiquated ads, and I think we've repurposed that for our own use here.
There's a German, not a German book, but a book on German grammar that was Sylvia Plath's. We actually just had it in the Plath exhibition or exhibit that we had last semester, and she apparently didn't like taking German very much, and there are all these holes in it from where she's like attacked it with some sort of ice pick or something. Stuff like that, you know, you go in there and you can touch it and smell it and feel it, and this is the real history.